Hey, so I thought I would make a quick video and show you how I decorated for Yule this year. I didn't do a whole lot. I usually put up a Christmas tree and do more decorating inside, which I haven't really done this year. But this is also the first year I've ever lived with cats, at least around Christmas time and with indoor cats. And so I've done minimal decorating inside, but I've decorated our outside. So I'm gonna make a quick video and show you what I did. So we'll start by looking at what I have hanging up here. Some of you've already seen if you saw my Samhain decorations. This is a little jar with birch bark and leaves and twigs with some salt. Truthfully, this has little to no magical significance. I just think it looks neat and looks witchy. And I always thought that the salt in there sort of felt a little snowy, so I kept it up for Yule. This was up too. This is just some sweet scented grass that grows locally that I have hanging in a little bundle there. Next are 3 bundles of evergreen stuff that I harvested from. Actually, all 3 of these came from my the woods behind my parents' place. This is some cypress. I used it elsewhere in my decorating, and what was left over I hung up here. Same with this holly and this cedar. All just really simple bundles tied up with some twine. You can't really see what's going on here right now, but there is one of those electric tea lights in there, so at nighttime it glows a little. And that is some magnolia, also left over from my Samhain decorations. Now we'll go around and see what I have on our little porch area. We'll look at that wreath in a moment. That's still left over from Halloween. I really should have swept before making this video, huh? Alright, let's see what we have. Our brooms are still out. They just live out on the deck all the time now. Alright, what all do I have? Obviously some candles and different bits of glassware. Candles and this glass milk bottle type thing and this little glass vase were the only things I actually paid for. Oh no, one other thing I paid for, and I'll show you in a minute. Alright, so I have some candles out, which I light at night. This is still that pumpkin that I've had for a few months now. Some magnolia fruits, or pods, or whatever they're called. Some pine, cypress. I don't think I have any cedar on the table. I don't think so. These red berries. Oh, and these leaves. I actually don't know what kind of tree those are from. But I found a tree that had red berries and pretty leaves, so I harvested some from it. I really don't know what it is. I just wanted some red in this. Here are some little shells from the river. There's that turtle shell you've seen before in a couple other videos. Not much going on here. Just on a little burlap bag. Oh, that's something else I bought. I had 2 of those burlap bags, and I bought a 3rd. Not much going on there. I just sort of put it together and like the way it looks. Alright. I have some mistletoe hanging up above the door, and here's my wreath. Alright, so I put this together in more or less the same way that I did my Samhain wreath. It has a base of, there it is, it has a base of grapevines. That, oh, again, something else I bought. Just a few dollars at a craft store. Alright, so this greenery, we have cypress and cedar and pine and holly from my parents' place. The red berries on the wreath are not the same as those on the table. On the wreath, those are pyracantha berries. which I got from actually the people who live across the street from my parents. Some more shells. There is the rune algaes, again from the Halloween wreath. Alright, what else is on this? We have another magnolia cone thing and one magnolia leaf up there. Alright, we have mistletoe, which I had been looking for months ahead of time, knowing I was going to want some mistletoe. And there's a lot of mistletoe around where I live, but it's all very high up and basically impossible to get at. So I found a bunch of mistletoe growing in pretty low decorative trees in a shopping center in town. And so I went in the middle of the night with a ladder and some long pruning shears and harvested a bunch of mistletoe. Very illegally, but I don't think anybody minded. They're parasitic anyway. Alright, and these little ornaments, which you also saw up there, that's the other thing that I bought, just the clear glass ornaments with some iridescence. Can you see the iridescence in the glass? Yeah, a little bit. What is inside is a red cotton yarn, which I knotted up and shoved inside. So these are little witch balls. Which work on a few levels, and some of them have other stuff inside as well, but I don't think I'm going to get into that. Alright, so there's my wreath, which frankly I'm very happy with. There is that mistletoe and some more of those witch balls, and next I'll switch over to what I have going on inside. I forgot one more thing that was outside. It's not much of anything, but I've had it for a few years and I just love it. Our winter doormat with the little birdie and the berries. And since I have red berries everywhere else in my decorating this year, I think that my mat is just perfect. Alright, so there's not a whole lot going on inside, just a few little things. Here is some mistletoe that I have hanging up in a doorway, and a couple more of those little witch balls. I have also some of those mysterious red berries and leaves from an unidentified tree. And I just have a few things on our kitchen table. The little bits of leftover mistletoe I have in this tall glass jar. I'm leaving it a little bit open so it'll dry instead of going all gross. A red bottle with nothing in it. I just wrapped the neck in some jute and have it sitting there just because I wanted some more red. This would be my great-grandfather's, I think. I forgot exactly whose. Someone's candle, brass candle holder with a candle in it. This is usually our fruit bowl, but right now I have a few things in it. So I have some little pine cones. Those I did not harvest myself. Those I bought a few years ago for other decorative purposes. And then I have the rest of those witch balls in there. Some little sprigs of mistletoe. And 4 of these little, oh hell, what are they called? Well, I forget what they're called, but I have 4 of these little things that are, they're oranges that you stick with cloves and then let them dry out, and they're really fragrant, and I cannot remember what they're called, but they smell great. And this is what I have going on inside. This is pretty much it. I don't have a Christmas tree going on this year for the first time ever, I think. And I don't feel as sad about that as I expected to. I'm feeling pretty okay with my decisions. So that is what I have going on for Yule. I have been lighting the candles at nighttime. Not this one so much, but the ones outside I've been lighting at nighttime and just letting them burn out and putting new candles in each evening. And I'll probably do that until a few days after Christmas, and then I don't know what I'm going to do next for my outdoor decorations. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so that's what I have for Yule this year. Not a whole lot, but I'm happy with what I have put together. I was just really worried about a Christmas tree this year because I have a lot of really sentimental ornaments. You know, like a lot of people do, I get a new ornament every year and have since the first year of my life. And I have all of those, every one of them, and they're really important to me. Some of them have interesting stories. And this is, as I mentioned, the first year that I have lived with an indoor cat. And we actually have 2 now. And I don't know, I don't yet feel comfortable putting up my precious ornaments with cats who are playful and do cat things like knock stuff over. And so I opted not to do that this year. But I'm really happy with what I have. It's festive, it is mildly magical, but that's not really the focus this year, this season, for me at least. Excuse me. I just want to thank you again for watching, and if you choose to subscribe, I'm grateful for that too. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next for my channel. I have a few ideas, and I actually do have a couple videos already uploaded that I haven't published yet. But I'm going to go ahead and upload and publish this one basically immediately because it's Yule right now, so if I don't publish it now, this is going to be out of date. Alright, so that's all I got, and have a great day.